clean yesterday, and as we came through the gates, we came a little further down, we were met by Meenakshi and the team. I kept looking around, and the energy was just amazing. I couldn't sleep last night. I got up at 3 o'clock. I was up till 5 o'clock. And I told Suresh that our professor gave Dean Ramnathan this morning. He said, why? I don't think I can express to you, first of all, how humbling it is to be invited here. I do not come here as an expert on anything. I'm a student of the consumer and a student of retail. I started at the bottom in my career. I used to stock shelves, unload trucks, and clean floors at a retail store in the US out of lack of choice. I did not have the opportunity to go to school like you did. So today, as I hear the introduction I get, I don't think I'm deserving of it. I'm here to give back to you what I missed out in my life in a sense. So I hope this is more sharing of a journey rather than an expert speaking about anything. Because honestly, every day I believe I have a hell of a lot more to learn. The energy in this place is absolutely fascinating. You know, I think Balaji sir said when I met him yesterday evening, that's the first thing I said, this place is awesome, yeah. I want to go back to school, not to study, just to chill. But Balaji said, why don't you bring your family and come here? I said, absolutely. I saw a 4-point Sheraton down the road, but I'll take this any day. So anyway, without further ado, what I'm going to share with you is a journey. It's an honest journey. I think I already kind of shared my background. And I think a lot of that background has to do with what we did in SPA the last 3 years. It's not about the title, it's not about the position. But I worked with some amazing people, which became company. I joined Target when it was a $3 billion company. I left it when it was 67. I joined as a department manager in a store. I used to run a small department, and I left as the vice president of stores. I came back to India as the head of retail for Walmart. I joined McKinsey without an education qualification. And I kept asking myself, how was I so lucky? I think right through, it was the people you surrounded yourself with, the environment that is created for you in terms of innovation, exploration, and risk-taking that made me what I am today. I joined SPAR about 3.5 years back, and a lot of you, I'm sure, don't know about SPAR. I stopped being arrogant when I joined SPAR and I started handing out my business card to everybody. And I think 10 out of 10 people didn't know what SPAR was. SPAR, by the way, is one of the biggest food retailers in the world. It's based in Amsterdam, and it is a franchise that's taken by my owners, the Landmark Group Dubai. It has close to about 12,500 stores, and very soon we're going to be in 50 countries. The beauty of SPAR has been how fast and how quickly we share knowledge. I think Professor Balchandran talked about it. In today's world, that is ever more critical than just coming up with knowledge, because a lot of people don't do anything with it. 3 years back, when I joined SPAR, just like any other new boss who takes over business, I sat down and started talking to my team about, who are we, what are we doing, what are the business results, what's happening around us. And I heard all this stuff coming at me. And this, very gratefully, was given by my CTO, who is also going to be talking later on this evening. And half of which somebody like me didn't understand. But I kept on saying, oh yes, AI, BI, CI, DI, right? No, I'm not joking. I am not a techie by any sense of the imagination. I think one of your colleagues who sang this morning was busy trying to download an app for me because I didn't even know how to get on to get an app from someone. But as this information kept coming to me, we all sat around and started asking ourselves what we were doing and why we were doing what we were doing. All I kept hearing from my team, especially when we started talking about the Bangalore stores, was that we were struggling because of traffic. We were struggling because of Amazon. We were struggling because of Big Basket. We were struggling because of Big Bazaar. And all I kept hearing was all the reasons why something was not going to work. And I kept asking myself, and I asked them the same question. I said, then that means we keep doing what we're doing, guess what we're going to get? The same result. Nothing was going to change. So I pushed them to start looking out and saying, what are you seeing outside? What is happening in the market? Let's just talk. Let's just throw away all the numbers. Let's see what's happening. What is so special about India? And I think Dr. Balchandran couldn't have said it any better. I don't think most of us even realize the power, the diversity, and the opportunity that sits in this country. And I say this having been outside of this country for 21 years. When you see all these kind of things you're saying, and everywhere you looked, every morning when I drive around, all I see was entrepreneurship around me. And that's when I started pushing my team saying, let's take a risk and let's go somewhere where somebody hasn't gone. I remember the speech that my ex-CEO from Target, Bob Aldrich, who was a visionary and one of the leaders of retail, I still carry a small booklet with me. And it talked about, I think it was the Robert Frost poem, which tells you to go down the path that was never taken. I'm not a poet, I'm not a philanthropist, neither am I a visionary. But I pushed my team to take a risk and said, let's go down a different path. They used to keep telling me all the light bulbs are either on or the shape of the light bulb is something different. All I asked was keep coming up with ideas. Let's see what needed to be done different. But the first thing we needed to answer for ourselves was the fact that we needed to do everything we did for the consumer and nobody else. We did not bring up the financial conversation first when we started this journey. We did not talk about the P&L, we never talked about profit, we never talked about loss, we never talked about any of that, and even today, we do because I have to report to the board, but everything we have done for the last 3.5 years has been about what needed to be different for the consumer. There was a reason she was not shopping at Spar anymore. There was a reason for it, and that reason was she did not want to go through that traffic. Have you been to Bangalore?
Yeah, stay there.
The traffic, paying $30 each time to come up, go back down, families not coming with her to shop. Every time she wanted to go to shop, guess what was going to happen? She would look at her husband and say, let's go to, I have to get groceries. And the husband is like, you go, I'll wait for you. And the kid is like, Mama, I don't want to go. I wanted to change that. We wanted to change that. We wanted to make sure that every time she said, I'm going to go shopping, they would say, you're going to Spar, I'm going to come. And that's when that journey started. If you look at this picture, are we going uphill or downhill? I'll leave it to debate this one. And I think that's what the journey was. We were not even sure where we were going, but we were clear in terms of we wanted to be different. We wrote this vision statement out 3 years back. I worked for Target, I worked for Walmart, I worked for McKinsey. I've been part of teams that wrote vision statements and we didn't know what we did with it. This one, you ask any of us in our company, there's only about 242 of us, we live this every single day of our life. You ask any partner that works with Spar, anybody, they will tell you that they have access to Spar to deliver this. And this is where that journey started. It is quite simple, it just said we wanted to be the most engaging and innovative health market in India. And the reason was, all our competitors and ourselves were only shouting one thing. We were all saying, we had the lowest price. Well, everybody cannot have the lowest price, only one could, right? So something had to change. We also said one other thing that was important, and I implore you, all of you who are going to lead one day, lead your next job itself, whatever you do, make a difference in the lives of somebody around you. Start with yourself first, in this room. Make a difference in somebody's life before you leave this campus. Make a difference in the lives of your team members that you join and you're going to work with. Make a difference in the communities you work with and your shareholders. The profit will automatically come. I'm telling you, a lot of that is missing in society today. We're becoming individualistic, we're focused on what we want, what I want, and the we's going away from us. And I think that's the beauty of what we've been doing, and you'll see kind of at the end what it's helped us get. Digital was all around us. 99% of us in that company didn't understand what it was, except my guru, Sunil Nair, who will talk about it later on. And we would all look at him every time he said, oh yeah, we could do this, or we could do that, or whatever. But the best part of the journey is that the two people sitting here, who will be, I think, on panels later on today, are the ones who enabled this business and enabled the success of Spar in the last 3 years. Sunil, who's technically called a CTO, but is my business enabler, and Sultan, who is my head of HR, who I believe is the chief digital officer. And the reason I say that is, I think the culture of a company is what defines what it's going to be. Just because you say, I'm going to hire a digital officer, your company is not going to become digital tomorrow. You have to feel it, you have to see it, you have to sense it, and then you have to do something about it. So ideas kept coming. We kept looking around and saying, what's going wrong? How can we be different? And guess what? India is a perfect place to see differentiation. iPads, mobiles, you name it, all this kind of technology was around us. Flipkart, Big Basket, each one is coming up with something faster, quicker, better, and we're a small team of 7 people in the technology team, all 250 people trying to figure out how do we get out of this. This was the beauty, and this was the story of that engagement. We Indians We'll figure out some way to have entertainment happening. And this is what you will kind of see in the Spa store today. But guess what? This is what life is about. If I had tried to do what I did in the US, and by the way, I did. I took my years of experience at Target, and I came back to India with Walmart, and I said, oh, this is how a store is supposed to be. And guess what? It was the biggest disaster we could have ever put on the ground because we did not understand our communities and our culture and our society. This is what India was about. And I don't mean this in a very loose way. This is us. This is where everything is going on. But guess what is happening behind that brick? He has a mobile phone. He knows how to communicate. He is digitally connected. So when you are looking and exploring at the digital journey in front of you, don't just look at the top 10% of the echelon of who's techie. This is not about techie India. This is about 98% that is still looking for an opportunity. And that's why we have to do that because we're a hypermarket. We don't sell diamonds, we sell food and grocery. We sell apparel, we sell home. We have to cater to everybody, the child, the mother, the father, the grandmother, and the grandfather. So we have to look across the ecosystem to say how do we make it work, while we have fun, and at the same time, not miss out on the digital journey that most of my competition was not even looking at in a sense. This is the beauty of India. How could we take on more? The curiosity inside our office was literally like this. We were just curiously learning. Any partner who came up, we were asking them what could we do and what could we do different. Hats off to Sunil. Within 90 days of my joining, I had Bosch, TCS, HCL, NEC, Perpure, and I forget who else, all joined us in that journey to say, let's have fun for our consumer.
How we can basically take this whole dream of what we are and Great Lakes forward. So this symposium is something very special. As Uncle Bala basically said, and in his inimitable way, he just summarized everything that I wanted to say, but in far better ways than I ever could. So, but this is an amazing symposium, and we have an amazing group of people here on stage. People who are so accomplished, people who have, who have done so much to further industrial growth, to further technological, to meet all the technological challenges and to go ahead of them. This is truly an amazing panel of speakers. So let me start by talking about where we are today. We are at the crossroads. We are at the crossroads not in terms of saying, should we go digital or not? That train has long left the station. Companies that have said that we are not going to go digital or are too slow to react have long missed that train and they have no further opportunities.
Very well, the energy. But for me, Chennai is, in a lot of ways is very, very important. First of all, it's my birthplace. I grew up in Chennai. I went to school in Chennai. I went to college in Chennai. But the first thing that reminded me when I walked into Great Lakes, when I was in year 11, I joined, like most people, I joined IIT classes, coaching classes. I didn't go to IIT. I joined IIT coaching classes, and I think 3 months into the class, there was a very famous professor at that time, Babu sir, we used to call him Babu sir. He was an IIT teacher. He called my mom and he said, "Ma'am, you should actually take your son out of the classes because I don't think he can even become a watchman in IIT." It stuck me, it stuck me. I thought somebody feels that I can't even be a watchman in a college. And today to actually be invited by Great Lakes. Last week I was in IIT Bombay, in fact. It just made me feel that the world has come full circle because it doesn't really matter which college or university you study. I was going to say that what is important is, as the Christian rightly said, what each of you can bring to the table to anything that you do. Again, I graduated with instrumentation control engineering from SRM, but thankfully I finished in 4 years, but I had a lot of subjects I failed throughout my time, 4 years. I was the only student in Melbourne. I didn't get an honors degree of my class.
Good. Thank you. It's so lovely to come in here. I was here about 5 years back, and I'm delighted to be here, delighted to speak to about 450 of you together, and to share a little bit about something different. You have just heard the success story of Spar, amazing, and of course in Shingler, amazing stuff. Spar I used to always go to, and Shingler is a lift we use even today, sir. So fantastic.